Prior to turning on any cooking equipment in the Makerspace, it's important to turn on the ventilation hood. Turn on the ventilation hood by going to this panel in the top left corner. In the bottom right corner, you'll see a tab labeled Fans. Click that button one time. The light should turn on the hood. When that happens, click the top left button. It says Prep Off currently. When you click it once, it's going to say Max Air Modulation. Keeping the fan in modulation mode is for energy efficiency. There is a sensor built into the ventilation hood that senses the temperature of the air flowing through it and reacts accordingly. Prior to arriving at the Makerspace, be sure to let Pete and Ardone know which pieces of equipment you plan on utilizing. Pete can then ensure that all equipment is turned on and functioning properly. If you plan to use the deep fat fryer, when you arrive, the fryer will be filled with oil. To turn the fryer on, you will open up the front door. You'll find a dial with temperature settings right here. A good temperature to set your fryer at will be 350 degrees. You might find some items require a lower cooking temperature or a higher cooking temperature, but 350 degrees is a good rule of thumb to start with. Make sure to preheat your fryer at least 15 minutes prior to putting any food in the fryer. The fryer oil needs to be up fully to temp in order to properly cook any items in the deep fat fryer. Once finished using the fryer, turn the knob back to off setting. Allow the oil to cool for 15 to 20 minutes. Remove the baskets from the fryer. Take the baskets to the 3-bay sink area for cleaning. Any debris or floating items that can be found in the oil can be skimmed using our skimmer and removed from the oil. Once skimmed, dispose of them in a garbage can. The fryer oil should be free and clear of any floating debris in the oil when you leave. Next piece of equipment is our flat top griddle. Our flat top griddle has 3 temperature controls underneath. They can be set anywhere from 200 to 550 degrees, allowing for griddling and searing of any type of products you wish to be working with. Once you've turned your griddle on to the temperature you desire, allow for 15 to 20 minutes for proper preheating of the equipment. The flat top griddle is located on top of a refrigerated counter base. You can keep your products underneath this base while griddling. This base will keep your products at 40 degrees or below, same as a refrigerator would. When finished working with the grill, be sure to wipe down all surfaces on these refrigerated bases. If you're working with something like a marinated meat, it could be dripped all over the surface, so it's important to sanitize and wipe down prior to finishing in the Makerspace. When working with 2 items, if one of which is a raw protein, be sure to keep that on the lower drawer beneath the top drawer. Next, we have our 4-burner stove with convection oven combo. On top, we have 4 burners that are gas. They all have removable grates that can be taken out to be cleaned. These are very heavy duty, so be careful when lifting. Prior to removing the grates, allow 15 to 20 minutes at least for them to properly cool. Do not submerge the hot grates into water, as that will crack them. Once the grates have been cleaned and replaced, you can pull out the drip tray. This catches any debris that will fall through the burners. This should be removed all the way, taken to the 3-bay sink, properly cleaned, and replaced. You'll see above that this has 4 burners and 4 controls. Underneath, we have a convection oven. The oven has removable racks that can be placed depending on where you need them to be. It has a temperature setting that goes anywhere from 200 to 550 degrees. When utilizing the oven, if you have any type of spills or anything like that, properly wipe down all the door and surfaces inside.